Hello and welcome back for the second part. Okay, so we set up a table that calculates weighted averages, and now I wanted to look at setting up a table that will solve like what I need to get on a final if I want a desired grade. So whatever it is. So if your mom says you get to upgrade your phone if you get an 80 average for the semester, then the question then would be, okay, well, what do I need on my final to get an 80 average? So I'm going to come make another table over here. I'm going to merge and center like four of them. What do I need on my final? Okay. So now, instead of having these three as my inputs, so before I had my first 9 weeks grade, my second 9 weeks grade, and the final exam grade, what I want now is I want the first and 9 weeks, because I know those, first and second. What I want to know is what I need to make on my final. So I'm going to copy this table, but not all of it. I'm just going to copy these two, so that the headings and then the first two lines. So Control C, I'm going to put those, I'm going to skip a line, I'm going to put them here. Okay. Up here at the top, I'm going to merge and center two. I'm going to put desired average. So this is the average that I want. So if my mom says I get a new phone, if I get an 80 for the semester, my desired average is an 80. So I'm going to highlight that. So now I'm going to widen this because weeks doesn't fit. So I just click on the heading of the column. I widen it out and now it fits. Okay, so for my next is final exam. I don't know the grade of the final, that's what I'm trying to find, but I do know the weight, and the weight is 20%. Okay, now, so the way that I find a normal average is I take the weight, I multiply it by the grade, take the weight by the grade, weight by the grade, and then I add those up to get the total. So now I'm going backwards. So normally my average, you don't have to type this, I'm just putting this, would be like the weight one times the grade one, grade one, plus weight two, grade two, plus weight three, grade three. Okay. In this case, we know weight one, grade one, and that's right here. We know the weight two times the grade two is right here. We know the weight of the third one, we don't know the grade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unravel this. So to get the grade by itself, first I have to subtract these two from the average, and I'm going to divide it by the weight. So, okay. So final exam or exam grade needed. So I'm going to go equals. I'm going to open parentheses, and this is important because if I don't, it's not going to do it in the right order. So the first thing I want is my average, which is this one, minus the first one of the works, minus the second work, close parentheses. So that's minus weight one, grade one, minus weight two, grade two. I'm going to close parentheses now, and I'm going to divide it by the weight. So slash, click on the 20%. So in order to get an 80, if I got a 95 the first 9 weeks and a 70 the second, in order to get an 80 average, I would need to get a 70 on the final. So that's how I put the D on that. So that's how we would do that. So let me repeat that again. So I did equals. I opened parentheses. I did this one. This is the average minus weight one, grade one, minus weight two, grade two, close parentheses, divide the weight of the grade three, enter, and that gives me, that gives me the grade that I needed. Okay, so that's basically what you do for weighted averages. So for normal ones, it's just the weight times the grade, weight times grade, weight times grade, add them up, that's your average. For the other one, we worked it around to get the grade three or the exam grade. And that's it.